We are live on Satellite TV, on Go TV. We are also live on Multi TV. So we are just focused and to ensure that we get involved in this particular program. This is your most authoritative youth analysis program, and we are live. Today, the discussion is a very, very important discussion that we'll be doing. We are looking at social media and its effect on young people. Has it been a blessing, or it has been a curse? And we have a very big man here in the studio, somebody we admire and takes so much strength in his counseling, his advice, and we are so blessed to have him here. He's in the person of Reverend Christian Chikata. So Reverend Christian Chikata is here with us in the studio to help us understand whether or not social media has been a blessing or it has been a curse. Reverend, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to have you here. Reverend, when we talk about social media, to the understanding of you, quite learned and a bit, I mean, older than us with experience and all of that, did you have social media at your time when you were a young person?
No. By then we were using what we call landline when we talk about media or communication too. So there were not much social media, like for instance television, like GTV and co. And there were, when you want to communicate from one sector to another, you need to take a means of transport to get information to one location to another.
I see. You had to
like,
pick a car.
Pick a car, or you send someone who you send, like an errant person, taking letters and all those things to organizations and other places. So it was limited to say.
So in your time, it was more or less like post office kind of thing.
Letters and all those
or you sent somebody to deliver the messages. Now, if you have just joined us, we are looking at the importance of social media on young people. We are looking at the issue, I mean, whether or not social media is a blessing or is a curse. And to join us to do the discussion is Reverend Christian Chikata, and he's helping us to understand and digest this. And so if you're a young person watching us, this program is to empower you. The program is to educate you and ensure that you get all the needed advice and ingredients that you need as a young person to move our country and our nation forward. So send your WhatsApp messages to us on 0548 503799, 0548 503799. And before I move to the next subject, this week or later last week, I made myself available to contest as the Student Representative Council President of King's University College. And over the years, my contribution to the school from level 100, level 200, 300 to this particular final year, reading law, is just there to testify. If you are in King's University College and you are watching me, just know that it is a contest of ideas and a contest of what we can do for our school within this short period left to exhibit leadership. We are just making ourselves prepared to have a class-to-class campaign starting from tomorrow. You shall be seeing me in your class. We will have one-on-one campaigns. Every question you have, I'll be there to answer for you. If you are my team, if you are part of my teaming supporters, don't be perturbed by those baseless accusations without facts and merit. What you should concern yourself is that Richie is coming. Just be very excited that I am available for you and coming. There's no single truth in any issue that has been raised on the platform. No issue whatsoever. Besides, as a law student, I'm being guided by a basic principle in evidence or in law that says that he who alleges must prove. If you go into a contest, there's a collinear principle in law. The collinear principle in law is very simple. It says that you as a plaintiff or you as somebody who comes to court as the first instance, you should rely on the strength of your own case, not on the weakness or the shortcomings of your opponent's case. So if you believe that you have a right case, you have a good policy, you have a good standing, you have nothing to worry. You just campaign on your issues. It is only when you don't have anything to say that you talk about issues you are not aware of. If Richie at any point in time was not in school, it was duly sanctioned and a letter was given to him as permit to even to embassies to get his visa to go and do what work he is doing. University is a very matured institution, and so you need people who are not just old but also understand the politics and also the development agenda of the whole school, and that is what I stand for, to serve you and to be there for you at all times. Thank you very much. Reverend. So I would want to also find out this from you.
Let me add this one thing. There was that time, when you go to post office to make a call to outside world, you go there and they will give you a time about 3 months, 2 months.
Really?
Before you receive your call or you call in.
Hey,
those were the days.
Calls were even being scheduled.
And so we've come far. Yeah.
Well, so we have already seen some messages coming in on WhatsApp and social media, and Yaudaku says that such educative and enticing program, and God bless you, host. Thank you so much, Yaudaku. And Onus Ajala says that great. Prince Nana says that this is very powerful. This is a great work. God bless you all. Thank you so much. So don't forget to send your WhatsApp messages coming to us so that we read it for you to understand. Okay, so now we are going to go into the discussion proper. We are going to know whether or not social media, I mean Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, has been a blessing or it has been a curse to young people. I'm going for a quick break. When I come back, we are going straight into the discussion. I'll be back after the break. Okay, welcome back from the break. I know you guys are very, very much anticipative of today's edition of the program. If you're watching us on Facebook, don't forget to share the link for other people to also watch and join the program. Reverend Christian Chikata is here with us, and we are discussing today the importance of social media and its effect. So we are looking at the effects of social media and its effect. And so if you have joined us, you can also send your messages coming on WhatsApp. It's 0548-503799, 0548-503799. It's also interesting to note that those who are watching us in Nigeria, those who are watching us in Gambia, in Cameroon, in Gabon, all you need to do is to make sure that you add the country code, is 00233. We are all one. We are all one continent. So make sure that you send the message also there so that we read it for you. This is Apostle Prince Elijah Obin. God bless you for the good work. Oh, Apostle, God bless you too. Nyaminsha Bebre. So we keep receiving the messages and reading it on before I move to Reverend, let me also say again a big greetings to all students of King's University College who are watching me at home. Like I said, please keep the hope and the faith alive. The elections would be an election of ideas and of contest. And my team will not engage themselves in any campaign that seeks to bring the reputation of anybody to disrepute. And so please just know that if anybody has any allegations whatsoever, the vetting committee is there. They can submit such allegations to. Otherwise, it is just an exhibition of no case, an exhibition of no message, and we will not be perturbed by that particular engagement. I have been ready to serve and all of that. So please let's just take note of that. Tomorrow there will be a class-to-class and one-on-one campaign on campus on the policies that will be done. And Thursday there will be a big online rally that would also be happening. Let me take this opportunity to just clear some few words on the unavailability in school and all of that. The issue is very simple. Anytime Richmond Amofasapon was out of campus, he duly notified the school administration. He has letters of the approval granted and the support even I received on visa acquisitions from the school. And so those baseless things, please just let us slide. And it's also very much important to note that we are winning this election and we are going to change and transform the school. We are not desperate for it. We don't think that we must be president at all costs. No, it's a very beautiful contest of ideas, and it is for you. That is where we have made ourselves available to serve, and for that reason, take time to know me. I'll be coming one-on-one to you, and you know that it is just this guy that is good for the job. Thank you. Senior, social media and its importance and its effect. Do you think social media currently is a blessing to our young generation as we have it now?
Yeah, before we get into it proper, I want to break the topic into segments for us to understand what is social. We're talking about social.
Yeah.
Fellowship with someone or relating to society or organization or individual. So we talk about media. Media is a mass communication. That's broadcasting and then what information. Plural, when we talk about plural, it's a medium. Is that okay? And so some of these things you need to look at it. And then when we talk about blessing, what is blessing? Favor. Is that okay? Protection. And so the other one is curse. When we talk about curse, what is curse? Curse is supernatural power to inflict harm or something like a punishment on someone or something. So all these things should be known.
Understood, yeah.
Understood. And when we get to the youth, it says that it's between childhood and adult age. And so you look at it and then you analyze it and ask yourself, is it a blessing or a curse? And so we need to look at the definition of media too. What is media? Media, it's a form of communication where information or mass message is carried to a large number of people at a particular time or a short time. So all these things should be known so that someone will understand it and understand it very well. Okay, let's look at the magazine. You were talking about those days. Magazine were there, and then newspapers, and then we had books that we read, novels and all those things we read, and then we have letters. Maybe in school, someone will want to write a letter to a friend or mother to bring shito and gari and all those things. It's a form of communication. And then we also had media, depending on the airwaves.
Yeah.
It's okay. Airwaves, that the internet, and then now currently we have that. Because when you go to reading the Bible, let me bring in the Bible, because I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
You see, the Bible says that we are not fighting with flesh and blood, but we are fighting with principality in high places.
Yeah.
The high places, that means that you can't see with your eyes. In the air, the airways, there are all kinds of things that goes on. Maybe supernatural powers and so forth. And so those are the things that we need to also understand. So we look at the positive aspect or contribution to media. How does it affect us? How does it affect? How does it make us? How does it help us to grow as youth? In fact, let's talk about who is a youth. Between the ages of 15 to maybe 24.
And in Ghana, our laws define young people as between the ages of 15 and 35.
35. And so UN says that 18 to 30. Then Ghana, as you have said. But the question about that is that how many of them are using the internet and then the other mediums? How are they using it? How is it affecting them?
Yeah.
For instance, when we talk about the social media, like you go into the internet, what are some of the things that they are consuming? What is there for them to consume? Is it noble? Things of noble that they are consuming.
So we want to look at that. What is the positive side of social media?
The positive side of social media
on young people.
On young people, it helps people to bring topical issues, discuss things together. Like first, for instance, if you are going to write your thesis and all those things in university, you need to pack a lot of books from the library to be able to get your information and write maybe on a topic. But now when you click to that, you are able to get some collect information or bring information with ease. Is that okay?
Yes.
And it's used as a form of platform. Somebody is in India, someone too is in Ghana, and someone is in Tamale, all that kinds of places. You are easily accessible to that person. And so that is the first means of what? Getting information. And then other means is that it's used to enhance citizenship. You become patriotic. Is that okay? And then it helps. And then the other aspect of a positive one is what? We get exposure to other cultures and events. Like this football. You see, we watch them play. At first, you won't get that information and so forth. And so currently, it is helping us to access information with that speed. Okay.
Very well. So, in your opinion, do you think social media is a blessing to young people, or is better off as a curse?
Let me say it in two ways. It depends on the person. It depends on what you are doing as a young person. Whatever you consume. Sometimes you go into the social media, maybe pornography is there, and then you consume it. The time comes and then you find a victim, you are culpable, you can rape and all those things. Because when we talk about thought life, the thought life, you need to put things that will help you not to put those things in action. And so when you go to that and then maybe you watch films that are drug-related issues. What are you consuming? It helps you to do negative things. But when you get in the right way, you go to the right stuff, right information, then you meditate on it. The Bible says that whatever is pure, think about that. And then it affects your physical being. Because whenever you do that in the youth, you grow with it. Is that okay? When you become an adult, information that comes out of you, it becomes part of you. You practice it. And so even in your home, whatever you do as a father or as a mother, the way you live a childhood, you can also influence your daughter to do the same. Because you've not been reading things that can help you think right in a noble way. So, yeah.
So if you have joined us, we are live on Pan African TV. This is your most authoritative youth analysis program. It is the Youth Empowerment Television Show. It is the only television show in the whole of Africa that seeks to empower young people, discuss topical issues that concerns the welfare of young people. Our country is dominated by young people. In fact, we are going to be most affected by government or people's socio-political decisions on our agenda. So it's very much important that we find a way to be part of the day-to-day administration of our country, and this is a platform that seeks to inform you and get you at par with all the related issues concerning young people. So you can join the discussion by sending us your views and comments on this particular topic on 05485037 0548 503 799. Or make sure that you go to Facebook. We are live on Youth Empowerment Television Show Facebook page. Just go to the comment section and drop your comments there. We'll be reading it for you as the show goes on. So I've just read some few messages on Facebook. I'll be doing my best to read more as the show goes on. Those who are sending your text messages and WhatsApp messages coming, we'll be reading it for you as the show goes on as well. And so Gila says that, Richie, why do you even have to worry yourself about this? You are winning. Okay, thank you so much. Reverend Chikata is taking his time to give us a breakdown of this topic, and we love what he's doing to it. Okay. Keep your messages coming. We'll be doing our best to read it for you as the show goes on. Reverend, people often say, especially people who are older than the young people now, often say that, and if I want to quote in Chi, Namafo Amaba, this, like, these young people of our generation, they are acting careless, they are acting reckless. Mostly you get old people make such comments. Look at the kind of songs you are listening to, look at the songs you are making. Those times, even if it's a worldly song, it had a bit of sense inside and all of those things. When you hear those statements, do you also align with those statements?
Yeah, in fact, this kind of negative sayings sometimes say it puts me on the edge. And why does it put me on the edge? We look at their time or our time, there were not much of people that were musicians. There were few of them.
Yeah,
they were having a few talents and so forth. That has been exhibiting music. Those times when you are a musician, they tag you, they look at you like you, and someone will say you are Kubolo.
Oh, okay.
You see that there was no much, how can I call it, likeness for them.
Yes.
But when you compare those times into today,
you are seen as more or less like
more of different talents that are coming out. But the question is that, as I said earlier, you need to know the type of person, what you are consuming and what you are bringing out. Is that okay? Does this thing inspire people? Does it lead some people to do the right things? Does it take them to distractions? These are some of the things that you need to look at. Even when you are going to sing the songs, what are the lyrics in the songs? How is it helping? And so you look at it. So I believe that they need encouragement and they need some training and mentorship for them to be able to do the right things.
Yeah.
And so that is how I look at it.
Okay, Reverend, another very disturbing factor is that mostly people think that there should be some sort of regulation on the usage of social media so far as young people is concerned, because you see a young person who's supposed to study who will be online at a very odd hours and all of those things. Should we allow children or young people to explore social media irrespective of the times, or there should be some limited time frames in the times they go there?
No, charity begins at home. I believe that a parent also must know something about social media. And when they get to know, they will be able to raise up a child how it should grow. When you grow, not depart from it. And so there's something that in that order, they have to regulate it. They have to help them to use it. Because some of them are using it very badly. Is okay? And then this youth, some of the youth, not all of them, they want to make money quick. And so they are going with peer friends and so forth. Then using it to extract money from outside and all those things. So it is good that they regulate it. Like when they regulate it, to help them to be disciplined. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let me use the military for instance. It's a hard training, easy battle. And when you see a military man, he's gone through some training. And so when he's walking around doing things, he's very careful. It's only few of them that do whatever they do. For instance, Christians, we are Christian soldiers. And so as a Christian, you consume whatever helps you to portray Jesus Christ.
Is the future bright for young people in Africa?
I believe that, you see, let me get back to it again. I always say that I'm a Christian. So, you see, God made this world. nothing was made without God. Through and coming.
Yeah.
And so when we are able to bring a lot of people in religion to understand.
The reason why I'm asking this question is that not all young people, even though you and I are very strong Christian, devoted ones, of course, but with the young people watching us, they have varied.
Some are traditionally, some are
exactly. So in general, looking at structures, looking at policies, looking at what is happening in the world now as a counselor and all of that, do you think the future of Africa is bright?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that when someone wants to cancel, even the Constitution is constructed on the Bible. Is that okay? And so I'm trying to talk about the thought life.
Okay.
When the thought life is correct, connected to the word of God, because the word of God transforms us. So whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is true, whatsoever is right, is noble. Is that okay? It helps people to live right. Is that okay? It helps people. The development comes very fast.
Okay.
And so I believe that when someone believes in God, believe in Jesus Christ, believe in whatever it takes them.
So it means that the rest of the young people who doesn't believe in God, in Jesus Christ, they can't. The bright future doesn't hold for them.
There is a future for them. But
because that's why I wanted us to take the religious aspect out and look at the structures, the policies.
Okay.
You know, because you would agree with me that if you look at certain parts of the world, you look at China, you look at India.
Okay.
They do not believe in the God you and I believe in, but they've developed so much.
Yeah, that is very true. You see, when you look at education, education enhances, it motivates us, it transforms us. So when I'm talking about religion, I'm talking about the book. The oldest book in the world is the Bible. There may be Quran and other things. But the more you read that, there's science in the Bible. There's all those things. So I believe that when you educate your mind, the thought life, and then you are disciplined, you want to really live above a reproach. And there is hope. There is development within the thought frame in your life, and so it influences whatever you do and whatever you say. And so we have a bright future when we are able to develop ourselves, get ourselves disciplined. When it is time for you to come to work, you come at that time. When it's time for you to learn at school, you learn at that time. When it's time for you to eat, you eat at this time. When it's time for you not to eat too much, you strain yourself for all these things. I believe that when you are able to go under discipline, and you will be able to affect your society, affect your community, affect the country, and affect the world at large.
Okay. We are going to open the phone lines so that those watching us at home can also tell us whether or not social media has positive impact on young people, or it has just been negative impact. So send us your comments also on Facebook. We'll be reading it for you as the show goes on. On WhatsApp too, we'll be reading it for you as the show goes on. On text messages 0548503799, 0548503799. So we are still receiving your messages. The Lali Salom, he says that Richie, nice Versace top. Okay, thank you. We like how Reverend is treating the topic for us. Well understood. This one says that there's no nation that has developed without God. You're right. I support that. Okay. So this is where we open the phone lines so that you can call and give us your contribution. We are going for a quick montage break. When we come back, we'll pick the phone calls. We'll continue with the show. I'll be back. welcome back from the break, and we are going to open the phone lines right now. So you are going to see the numbers beneath the screens, so that you can make your comment and join us. Very interesting conversations. Thank you so much for all those who have shared. So far, 721 people reached on the show, and we are grateful. Keep sharing the message so that we continue to have the discussion for you. So please call us on 030-290-8718. Call us on 030-290-8718. Call us so that we can connect you to the conversation that we are having. Is social media a blessing or a curse to young people? Reverend, you're on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, there's a caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, if we can check the studio microphone, there's the studio speaker for us.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Pastor Solomon. I'm calling from Tekide.
Oh, okay. Let's hear you, Pastor.
Okay, thank you. I want to share my thoughts on the topic you are treating.
Okay, very well, Pastor. Let's hear you.
For someone to be influenced by social media, depends on what the person sees on. Let's say you open where they teach about the gospel or something about God, and you feed your mind and thoughts on the things of God. It will influence, and you live rightly. So when you feed your mind and thoughts on something bad, that means you are going to live.
Okay, I think that the point has been made very clear. Thank you, Pastor. God bless you. So call us on 030-290-8718, 030-290-8718. Call us. We will connect you to the show, and we would have a very nice discussion. Reverend.
Okay. There's this thing that currently happened at the APAM. I learned that when
20 school children have been drowned, and the traditional elder says it's the ghosts that are angry.
Okay. What happened when they use social media to invite each other?
Yeah.
We have a program like this. Let's go and gather here. If there were no such social media, I believe that I don't think they could have grouped that way to go to that
but
place.
the kids, they are like 9 years, 12 years, 13 years. They use social media.
Yeah, they use phones. So all those things.
Okay.
We are inviting.
There's a program.
There's a program. Let's go. And
there's a caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, boys.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from, sir?
My name is Christian, calling from Dambai.
Okay, let's hear you from Dambai.
Yes, please. Social media.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Please call us on 030-290-8718, 030-290-8718. Call us and we'll connect you to the show. This is your most authoritative youth analysis program you can find on the whole of African continent. We are serving the interest of young people. So we are discussing whether or not social media is a blessing or is a curse. Reverend Christian Chikata is a counselor and a man of God, and he's here to help us understand whether or not social media has been a blessing or is a curse. Mr. Chikata, you're on the floor.
Okay, let's take for instance this COVID-19 era. It's 2 years now. Children were not going to school, and then we were supposed to write exams. What happened? The social media that was happened. So when you look at it, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Let's say there was a time that we were not going to church.
Yeah.
And then we needed to hear a message to grow. But because of the ban, we were all sitting on, but we were watching from social media, isn't it?
Yes.
Television and all those things.
Yes, we were.
So there is much blessing in it than when someone is not really patronizing it very well, and they're using it very well. And so some are not using it very well, some are using it very well.
Okay. So it's more or less like a dicey situation.
Dicey situation.
Okay.
Disadvantage
and disadvantage. Okay. Call us on 030-290-8718. 03029087118. Call us and let us have your view on what you think about social media and its impact on young people. Quite a sensitive topic that we are discussing here, and it's a step in the right direction. Okay. This one says that please ask Reverend what he uses social media for. Okay, there's a caller on the line. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Please, my name is Moses from the.
Okay, let's hear you, sir.
Okay, please, on the issue of social media being a curse or a blessing to the youth, what in that social media has been a curse to the youth?
Oh, okay. So
it has been very helpful to the youth.
No, so you're saying social media is a curse.
We saw the youth and we just how they use it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now. Let's hear you.
Yeah. So if benefits has been very good than the bad impact that on the user. So I think that we are touching.
Okay. Thank you so much. So call us on 030-290-8718, 030-290-8718, 030-290-8718. Okay. So somebody wanted to find out what you use social media for now as somebody who's not a youth now. Is it on Facebook that you spend more time? They want to know how you engage your social media activities.
What I use the social media for, I educate people, inform people, and also encourage them to do morning devotions.
Yeah.
And then different thing to let them grow. Well, I work with you for several years, and so to let them develop spiritually, morally, and also with education stuff.
Okay.
And so that's how I've been using it, and I don't watch films so much on the social media. But some young people spend time watching films, and what film they watch is pornography.
Are young people still watch pornography?
Yeah, they are doing that.
Oh, still?
And they consume it.
They consume.
I mean that is what they consume.
Okay.
And so it reflects in them, and they act it. Is that okay?
But so before social media came, during the time of your days when you were extremely young, so it means there was no pornography.
There were pornography.
Okay.
There were pornography.
So how did young people
get it?
It was not
so I think now we have it in many forms. Is that okay?
Okay.
Those times it was very limited. Is that okay? Because when someone posts something on the media or for social distance, a lot of people consume it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And so when you go to the cafes, you see young people spending time in the cafe. What are they watching? Is that okay? And then this lotto bet.
My bets and stuff.
My bet.
We don't want to mention it. If I say my bet, I mean the betting platforms that we have. Yeah.
It's lotto. When we talk about lotto, a game of chance.
Gambling.
Is that okay? And then some don't go to school. They spend time in that gambling to make money. Is that okay?
Is that a bad thing to put money somewhere?
As a young person, you need to develop whatever skill you have. You are supposed to be under your parent, and your parent takes care of you, or your guardian. Is that okay? There's time to get money and spend. When you have money in the early ages, you don't know how to manage it.
Yeah.
Is that okay? You will use it for bad things.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And so I believe that it is not happening them. When you are a young person and then you are exposed to such things. You see, the money, even some of them, when they give them school fees, they use it to do that, to get more money. Is that okay? And so I believe that area is not happening. Yeah. And a time comes when a country is just run on, I cannot call it, game of chance. That country is collapsing. That community collapse.
Is Ghana running on a game of chance?
Oh, there are a lot of them, proliferation of them, plenty around. Is that okay? It is not, that is the area that is not happening. In social media, that's not the area that is not happening.
Yeah.
So I believe that that is the area that we, the authorities, also should work at. And then pastors and those people. Because the Bible says that without faith, it is impossible to please God.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we need to use faith. It's faith that was used to build this world. Is that okay? And so that's the other aspect we need to look at.
Mm-hmm. So which other aspect again?
The other aspect is what it makes young people lazy. Very lazy.
Social media makes young people lazy?
Yeah, makes some of them, not all, makes some of them lazy when you are given assignment to do. Is that okay? And
the world is becoming a global village, very, very fast one, of course. Shouldn't we thank social media for making us do things faster rather than, like you said, you go to the library and be reading through a lot of books too. Now it's very easy, and is that laziness?
I was talking about I was 4, and at the same time there are disadvantages. So I'm looking at the disadvantages. It's okay. Some people, they don't take the time when they get that opportunity. They don't take the time to study. What they do is that they use it for other things. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And they even make them lazy not to do their assignments and all those things. By the time they think, oh, there's this thing, I can click the buttons and get my information and all those things. So they are not disciplined enough to study. Is that okay? That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Those who have been sending your messages, I'm sure lots of them. We'll do our best to be reading them for you on Facebook too. We've seen all those that are watching us also on Facebook. Our time is almost up, so I'll give the rest of the minutes to Reverend Chikata to wrap it up for us.
Yeah. When you look at things that we watch, unrealistic things. Okay, somebody jumping from the sky. Jumping into the sky. And somebody trying to do certain things like finding a lady and then do it on the telly.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So wow. Then someone will bring a car. Wow, I want to go for this car. Certain things that are not real. It brings your imagination that this one I can do it. So that talks about adverts. Is that okay? Some of the adverts, they are good, some of them too. And so not all the things that they show on the social media that you consume, that helps you. And so I want to tell the youth that...
Okay. So we'll love this at this point. Reverend, this is your camera. So the young people of Ghana are looking at you, this one. So this very one, so that you can talk to them.
Yeah. I want to use this opportunity to tell you that social media is good, depending on how you use it. And then when you are using it, be mindful that whatever you do, there's going to be a reward, either good or bad. And so whilst you are doing it, make sure you are doing that there's somebody on scene seeing you. And so that you do it and do it well. And it will help you to become the person that God wants you to be. And so this afternoon, wherever you are, in Ghana, in Africa, any part of Africa, social media is good. Patronize it and use it well. And also use it to inform yourself, educate yourself, get information, and then use it well to really enhance yourself to become a better person in relation to being a leader, be whoever you are, parent or father in the near future. So I want to encourage you that you use social media and use it well. And God will add His blessing to that. God bless you.
Okay, thank you so much, Reverend Christian Chikata. God bless you so much for spending time with us. It has been a very, very, very powerful engagement with you. We hope to receive you more times so that you can keep educating and helping our young people to understand all the issues that we bring forth. God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay, so this is the end of another exciting edition of Youth Empowerment Television Show. Tomorrow we shall be here with another exciting show on your screens. If you're watching me, just keep believing in yourself. Be very humble, be committed, be dedicated, be very selfless, and allow God to always lead you. For unless the Lord builds, the builder builds in vain. On that note, I leave you, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you say a prayer, say something for me. We always do this for God and country. Bye-bye.